Okay, hi, lockdown lessons. So we're going to start with some warm-ups. This is Molly, she'll not be helping. Okay, so first of all, nice and loose, nice comfortable width, shaking out the arms, loose knees. Arms from the sides to the front and above. Come up onto the toes. All the joints are relaxed, you're not locking anything out. Okay, you lower the heels, palms face the head. Roll the spine as you roll the elbows in, palms past the face, chest, and you straighten up through knees as your hands move past your belly to your sides. And again, loose. Elbows, wrists, palms, fingers, knees. A loosening in your back. To the sides. Notice elbows are lower than the wrists. To the front. Above, and very gently coming onto the toes, lightly flexing the knees, not fully extending the elbows, look up if you can. Lower the heels, palms face the head, you roll, palms face the face, chest, squatting, rolling, release. And once more. Okay, so that's the crane warm-up. There will be a link to a longer free film on that, my YouTube channel. The next thing we do is first of 3 swings. Okay, get loose. Legs pumping up and down. Okay, arms connected to the movement of the waist. Elbows are loose so the arms fold across the body. If you have a big body, big chest, try and keep the arms wide, loose, rounded, and you can do it nice and slow and smooth, or if you need to kind of wake up, loosen up a bit more, you can go a little bit faster. Okay. Now the breathing is very relaxed, naturally deep. Abdomen moves with the breath, even when we're doing a swing. So if we just pause, come to the middle, let the arms hang. Just put your hands on your belly. Feel the belly expand as you breathe in, so the diaphragm is moving down. And release as you breathe out. You don't have to pull the belly in or push it out. Just allow it to move naturally. Breathing in, rounded, full. Breathing out, release, let it sink back in. Diaphragm moves up. So this is diaphragmatic breath. So that kind of breath, as you're doing swings, you might find you have a breath for 3 movements, breathing in, and an out breath equally for 3 movements, or maybe 2, maybe 4. Try not to hold your breath. Don't be frustrated if you can't keep breathing. Whenever you want to stop and pause, pause, arms loose. Come to the breath. Obviously the diaphragm pulls the lungs, inflates the lungs. The belly is a secondary movement because the diaphragm is pushing down. But the movement of the belly encourages the diaphragm to move down further. So it's like a 2-step process. Obviously, the rib cage moves, including the front, sides, and the rear. It should feel like a nice elastic cage, not something that's very rigid. Okay? Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay? More oxygen in your blood, more efficient blood flow. Heart doesn't have to work as hard. It's a win-win. Okay. So these are all relaxing and loosening exercises, movements. Chinese call them Qigong. To work with breath, to work with Qi. Okay. Very nice, very relaxed. Okay, so for the beginners, I'll stand to the front and then turn, so it'll be like you're in a class in a moment with the Tai Chi. So the very first part, okay, your feet not bolt together. There's a little bit of space. They can be parallel or a little bit turned out. Whatever's more comfortable for your hips and your knees, okay? First of all, we have to relax. To relax, first we calm down the mind. Mind calms down, body starts to relax, we're breathing. We can feel pleasant, melting sensations moving down the body through nice loose muscles, open joints. So the weight shifts to your right. So your head is in line with your right foot. Your arms are naturally buoyant and open, so the armpits are not closed. Head over the right foot. You can easily lift the left heel. Now thinking of your right arm, lift the heel higher. Lift the foot off the floor. Think of your left arm as well, the elbows. Elbows moving out slightly. Balance, step out. Okay? Hip, shoulder width, whatever's more comfortable, a little bit wider, a little bit narrower. If you feel you step too narrow, you can slide the foot out. If you feel you step too wide, you can bring the foot in. Okay? Nice and comfortable. So we have bent knees. The knees will flex, and via the spine, the arms will raise. Breathing in if you can. The elbows are bend as the knees flex, bend, sorry. And as the knees flex, the arms extend without locking out the elbows. Knees bend again, elbows bend, hands return towards you, knees flex, hands go down. And right at the end, they bend again. Up, in, bend the knees, bend the elbows, out, without locking the elbows, without locking the knees, in, bend the elbows, bend the knees, down, slightly straighten up with the knees. Up, in, fingers, palms very relaxed, out, in, and down. And once more, up, in, out, in, and down. So from behind, head in line with right foot, lift the left heel, open the arms. Think of the elbows, lift, step out. Weight 50-50, that is 50% on the left, 50% on the right. Knees are bent. Knees flex, arms raise. Shoulders stay down, hands come to about chest height. Knees bend again, elbows bend, hands come back. Knees flex, hands go out. Knees bend again, hands come in. And the hands descend, and you straighten up a little bit at the end. Next move. So, we lift the ball of the left foot slightly so we can turn on the right heel about 30 degrees. The left hand comes up. So I'm standing in front of you. Now I'll do this mirror version, okay? The right hand comes underneath the left, as if you're holding a ball, a Tai Chi ball. I possibly repeat many, many times. Notice the elbow, left elbow, is lower than the right wrist. The palms are in line. Okay, five depths in front of you, mirror version. The foot turns, the waist turns, the arms move. Both feet are flat. Head pointing straight up. Don't lean forward. Don't lean back. Okay, next move. More weight into the left leg so the right heel raises. Use the arms as a counterbalance to lift the right knee and put the heel where the right toes were. put the foot flat. You shift the weight forward as you turn your waist to the right. Your right hand comes up in an arc as your left hand turns to face it. Notice how both the elbows are sunk. The right thumb, in this case your mirror version, your left thumb is down, your right thumb is up. You're again holding a ball. Okay? We look at this from the side, right from the beginning. I'm slightly exaggerating the elbow and knee movement to make it obvious. Hold the Tai Chi ball. It's vertical. Step forward. Roll the ball. The ball becomes horizontal. Notice the thumb positions. Okay. Holding the ball, stepping, turning the waist, roll the ball, waist and hips to the front, chest, head, shoulders to the front, palms facing each other. Okay, the next movement. Very simply, the right arm goes flat. Okay, so you hinge on the elbow. Now imagine the ball has followed this and is now on your forearm. So you roll the ball along to the palm. You hold the ball by turning the right palm to face the left. You roll the ball on the inside of the right forearm as you sit back. Keep the hands relaxed if you can. Okay? Horizontal ball, roll the ball, sit back. Horizontal ball, roll, hold, roll, sit back. Your waist turns slightly to the left to accommodate your movement, okay? Keep the knees soft, come up a bit higher if you've got any discomfort in your joints, a little bit lower if you're more comfortable. So from behind, obviously very difficult for you to see, but just so you're basically facing me and you're in the same place you always train in your room, garden, etc. Roll the ball, sit back. Okay. The next movement. Big ball. Okay. Roll the ball. Now the ball expands like Atlas carrying the globe. And notice how the arms are not to my sides, they're to the front of me. Okay. Notice how the elbows are sunk. Palms relaxed. Roll the ball. Hold the ball or carry it from the side. Hands go back towards each other. It's like squashing the ball. Horizontal ball. Roll the ball. Sit back. Expand the ball. Carry it. Hold it. Squash the ball. Left hand on the right wrist or on the palm. Hands very relaxed. Lightly extend the fingers. If you feel as you relax, your hands tend to curl in. That's actually a contraction in your tendons. So very lightly extend the fingers. From the beginning. Shift the weight so you can lift the left heel. Open the arms. Nice and comfortable, loose, relax. Breathe. Step out. Shift the weight equally. Flex the knees to raise the arms. Bend the knees, withdraw the arms. Flex the knees, palms go forward. Flex the knees, hands come back. Flex the knees, hands go down. And right at the end they bend again. So it's almost like a little bounce. Turn the foot, hold the ball. Lift the right heel as you transfer more weight into your left leg. Use the arms as counterbalance. Step to the front, look to the front. Roll the ball so it's now horizontal. It was vertical. Horizontal. Roll the ball in the hands. Sit back, left fingers pointing at the right elbow. Big ball. Still sitting back. Small ball, squash the ball to sit back forward. Horizontal ball, roll the ball, sit back, big ball, palms up, still sitting into the left leg, the hands start to come towards each other, left hand faster than the right, squash the ball, weight now forward. Big ball, squash the ball. Big ball, squash the ball. Roll the ball, sit back, big ball. Smaller ball, squash the ball. It's as we step forward with the left leg, we open the hands more or less back to the beginning position, and then we can lower the hands down to the sides. You can do that at any point you need to finish. So I'll do it again in front of you. Roll the ball, big ball. I do this in quite an exaggerated way, but you can make it a lot smaller. Weight still on the left, squash, crush the ball, left hand pressing against the right palm or wrist. Okay, palm or wrist. Make sure you're relaxing all the time. Roll the ball, sit back, big ball, smaller ball, squash the ball. Finishing at this point. We'll leave it there, and I will see you next time. Take care.